running back? Is he practicing almost exclusively at running back now? Or
well, he's doing a little bit of both
okay.
now. He's doing at the receiver, and he's been doing that all along anyway. So nothing's changed as far as what he's doing in practice. Obviously, with one guy gone, he's getting a few more reps at that position, just like he was when Kenyon was out. He was getting more reps at that position, at the tailback, just because we were minus a guy. So that hasn't really changed.
You've probably already been asked, but any general update you can give us on Michael? How's he doing?
No, I don't know anything different really.
Okay.
He's out there. He tells me he feels good.
Okay.
Optimistically, Michael says I'm going to be back real soon, and I don't know how soon that is.
Okay.
As a father figure and a guy that deals a lot with LaMichael, I guess, what went through your mind when you saw what happened to him on the field?
Well, my first reaction was, he's going to be all right, because he usually is. He's not really one of those guys that stays down when he's injured. But when he stayed down, I began to get a little bit concerned, because his thing is, I'm never going to lay on the field. And when I looked up at the replay board and saw the injury, then I became a little bit concerned. More so for him than for anything else. So the officials told me to stay out the field, but I kind of began to gravitate to get to him, because I was really concerned about how his health was.
And speaking of toughness, I mean, he always talks about, he's a warrior, how tough he is. I guess, do you think that he will be able to come back from something like this sooner than later?
I think if anybody can, he will. He's got that will to get back on the field. As I said earlier, he told me this morning, he said, I felt real good, I'm going to be all right, and I think he will. I think he'll be back on the field in a minimum amount of time.
And as far as Trey is concerned, being that he's young and offensive stuff to pick up, I guess, how well has he done in picking up the assignments, blocking, and whatnot in the backfield as running back?
Trey's done very well. Coming in at the beginning of the preseason, I said that I thought Trey and DeAnthony were two of the best freshman players that I've ever had, as far as picking up the offense and executing it at a high level for freshman kids, because of the fact that usually coming in and make the transition of learning a new system, and it's a very complex system, so they can't really show their talents at their very best. But those two guys came in and they've done as well as anybody I've ever had.
And the fact that you've been here for a long time, obviously you've seen a lot of different things.
I've seen a lot of things.
I'm not trying to age you, but in terms of the injury that LaMichael has suffered, I guess besides maybe Dennis Dixon, have you seen such a significant injury to a duck, with all this type of, everyone wants to know what happened to this guy in the time that you've been here?
Reuben Jones down at UCLA when he broke his ankle and ran back on the field and ran for a couple of series with a broken ankle. That probably is the only injury that I can recall from a running back that serious that a player actually continued to play.
What's LaMichael's disposition today?
He was in good spirits. He told me, he said, I feel good, I'm going to be back, I'm going to be fine, and that's good to hear from him.
What did you think of the ovation that LaMichael got while he was down from the crowd?
Thought it was deserving.
Absolutely. And I guess, an injury like this sometimes can bring a team together, push a team apart. I guess, how is like the pulse of the squad? I would assume that, obviously they want to rally behind it and wait for the guy.
No question. Everybody feels like, hey, now, we got to play for LaMike. After the game, he stepped up and he addressed the team, and he told them that he was really very sad, not because of his injury, but because of the fact that he couldn't be out there on the field to help his team, and that he wanted them to play hard for him. And I think everybody is in agreement with the fact that now, we got to all step up and play hard for LaMike.
Lastly, for me, obviously you don't want to lose anyone, but is there any other position that you guys are deeper in? If you lose somebody, you guys have a lot of guys that can really fill in that role.
I'd say probably not. I think we've got a good group there, and I think we've got some guys that are going to come in, step up, and hopefully we won't even miss a beat.
Thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Thank you. All right.